At Nature's Bounty, the belief is simple. You already have a brilliant body. Supplements just help support your journey. For over 50 years, Nature's Bounty has offered vitamins and supplements to help you eat, sleep, thrive, repeat. From magnesium glycinate for heart and muscle support to hair growth capsules for fuller, thicker hair. And probiotics with 20 billion live cultures for digestion. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature to thrive. Learn more at naturesbounty.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Guys, it's no use putting it off. The best time for an underwear refresh is now. Tommy John underwear is designed for a perfect fit that stays put all day. There's zero chafe thanks to 4 times more stretch than competing brands. And their innovative horizontal quick draw fly is a game changer. With over 30 million pairs sold, there are thousands of men out there more comfortable than you. Don't settle for less. Go to TommyJohn.com today for 25% off your first order with code COMFORT. That's TommyJohn.com/comfort. Tommy John. Comfort perfected.
Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
Greetings, mood killers. Balonius Francine Marconi. Eddie Barella is here.
Hello.
And,
yes.
Eddie, do you ever have your toilet paper delivered?
Oh, exclusively. I mean, I don't shop. Of course, yeah.
I've never liked grabbing a big old thing of toilet paper and carrying it with me on the train from the grocery store to home. You know what I mean? Like it's just
slightly embarrassing.
No
I don't know why. Everybody needs toilet paper, but when you're walking around with a big industrial size 46 roll toilet paper and you have to get on the L, it doesn't, I don't know, something about it. It's vulnerable. It's just not comfortable.
Yeah. It makes people think of you in a situation that you don't want them to be thinking about you
It's
in.
confirmed that you poop. I like that to be a bit ambiguous. Does this guy poop? Does he not? But when you're walking around with a bunch of toilet paper, we all know what's going on.
Yeah, the answer has been.
Confirmed.
The answer is right in front of us. Well, so I ordered some through Amazon,
right?
And I always make sure now, because I've had so many problems with third-party sellers, that it's sold by Amazon, shipped by Amazon. So that way, if anything happens to it, it's taken care of. Well, they use USPS, and I love USPS, nothing wrong with them. But for whatever reason, I was thinking, okay, I've got everything done. Because, Saturdays I work with Nick, and we do live radio and the whole thing. And then then I was like, oh, Sunday, and then Monday is a holiday. I can really just relax, shut off my phone, whatever. So guess what? On Sunday, I get a notification that toilet paper I scheduled to be delivered on Tuesday was being delivered on Sunday. Now, people that deliver things think that's a great idea.
Right.
Oh, we're doing you a favor. But in reality, they're not, because I have a building. Nobody's here. Nobody's going to be here for several days because there's a holiday on Monday. And then how are you going to get into the building? If you're USPS, okay, then I shouldn't have a problem. But then I'm thinking, this giant box that comes from the manufacturer is going to be sitting in the lobby that says my name on it and toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's going to know.
And then, everybody's going to know. Now, it's not the L. It's not getting on a train. It's not lugging it down the street. But still, it's there, because normally they would put it in a locker. I would get a text, and I'd go down there, and it's secured, and I don't have any rush to get down there. But now I'm thinking, oh, great. So I'm now, it's Sunday. I thought I didn't have to do this, and I'm following, okay, it's going to be here. It really is coming. ALEXA is giving me notifications, all this stuff. And then I take a nap for maybe 30 minutes. And, of course, that's when they try to deliver.
Sure.
Now.
Always.
It always happens, right? Yeah. But they don't do any of the things like, try to text me, try to call me, they don't try to enter the code in my building or whatever. They just say they tried to deliver. They'll try again. You mean on Tuesday when I said that's when I wanted it? For whatever reason, that little bit of friction anxiety really upset me. I don't know why. It's nothing big. It's first world problems. I know.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to think about toilet paper sitting in my lobby. I don't want you trying to deliver something when I know you can't enter my building. That bugs me because then what if you can't get into my building? Do I have to go down to like USPS and pick up my toilet paper box? You know what I mean? And then lug it home?
Right.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Why can't they leave it outside
Nobody
of your
wants-
door? Is that just a security issue? What is it?
Because I live in a secure building,
okay.
but it's a building that doesn't have like a concierge. So then you're screwed. You know what I mean? So you just got to like wing it, I guess. But if they don't read, go to your thing, type in this code, and then it'll open the door. And obviously this was a junior USPS because the regular USPS can get in my building just fine. They have a code.
Yeah. They'll scale the side of the building if they need to because they're professionals.
That's right, with a giant box of toilet paper.
Right.
Eddie, there are a lot of annoying trends. Both of us are annoyed by these. 6'7" has gone on way too long.
That's still going on. I thought as soon as people that were in their 30s and 40s started to say it, that it would, that was the end of it. But now it's still going on.
I was hoping, Paige Beckers was in college when she said it at a press conference, and people were telling her then, like a year ago, that it was over. Bro, you ruined the joke, bro.
Right.
And then, she's now, she was Rookie of the Year in the WNBA, and now in her first season of Unrivaled, and they're still saying the dumb joke. But I hope it ends up going away. I don't know. I'm not really that affected by it.
It's, I mean, it's fine, whatever, 6'7", It's just been around too long, I think.
But the other one that's really annoying, and I think you'll agree with this, is the 2016 remembrance thing, because it's now 2026.
Oh, God.
And people are like, now it's 2016 again. No, it's not.
This seems to happen every year or so, every couple of years, and I have a conspiracy theory. I think that the government is trying to collect information on us, so they want us to upload all this imagery that we had of ourselves from a decade ago that we didn't upload yet.
No,
that way they can add it to the database.
We're not participating, Eddie. You and I are not non-participants of this kind of stuff.
I didn't like 2016 in particular.
No.
I mean, it was probably a fine year. Who cares?
The reason I enjoyed 2016 because I had been in Chicago for a year and the Cubs won the World Series. And that was incredible. That was fun being in the city.
They won the world. So that was the big year for the Cubs.
I was live on the air and I stayed on the air.
Yeah.
My show was like 7 to midnight. I stayed on to like 4 in the morning, taking phone calls and putting people on the air, people losing their minds. That was fun. And then I walked home through downtown Chicago.
So 2016 was a big year for you then. So you really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't all great. Like David Bowie died, Prince died. A lot of people, Alan Rickman died. Remember how everybody was like, did he die, Alan Thicke?
I think he died. I think Alan Thicke died.
I'm sorry, I left Alan Thicke off the list. But I mean, I was trying to think, Stranger Thing, I think, just started in 2016.
Interesting.
That's
I don't know.
when it was.
2016 doesn't even seem like a remarkable year to me at all. Like, it just seems like a random year. I don't.
Well, it changed the world because Donald Trump became president and kind of.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So now I can kind of remember where I was at in 2016. So actually,
you were puking you're like losing your.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to believe to me that Prince and David Bowie have been dead for 10 years. That's the weirdest part, I think.
That doesn't seem right. That's crazy.
No. And then, the movies that were the top movies, La La Land, Moonlight. I didn't see Manchester by the Sea because I think Casey Affleck was canceled or something. I can't remember why. I don't like the guy.
Whatever happened to him? Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Ben Affleck's son or brother.
His brother, yeah, his brother.
Okay.
I think he was accused by someone of something, and
was he Me Too'd? Because 2016 was just before Me Too, I believe.
Oh yeah, and now 10 years later, that's what politically they're trying to, their revenge is on women for Me Tooing them. So
Right.
But Stranger Thing was a good show back then.
It
That's
was,
Mhm.
I've said my piece with that show. If you listen to last week's episode, if you really want to know what I
And
think
the one before.
about Stranger, and the one before that, I don't have it in me to roast Stranger Things anymore. But back in 2016,
I was hoping you would go on a rant a little bit, but okay, that's fine.
the Duffer Brothers can go straight to hell, and I will double down on
There
that.
you go. There it is. That's all I was waiting for.
2016. They gave us hope, and then they ripped it all away 10 years
That's
ago.
right. As well they should. We didn't deserve it. We didn't know.
We didn't. We couldn't
we-
handle nice things.
Just behind the scenes, I go, Eddie, what do you got? What are you going to do for this segment? He goes, oh, don't worry. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? Like everything you
I
do,
don't
I think
know.
is good.
I just had this, entertainment news.
Oh.
And yeah, because you and I, we love Hollywood and we love celebrities.
We really do.
That's the number one
but-
thing that we talk about. Celebrity gossip constantly.
Like I get bummed out on stuff that isn't like typical. Like I'm bummed out that David Bowie has been gone for 10 years. That bums me out.
Yeah.
Just because he's such an icon that he's inspired generations of people that we play on Adobe.
Absolutely.
They study his albums and his music and his artistical endeavors and he's inspired generations. And then I think, like, gosh, we got to be alive the same time as David Bowie. That's pretty cool.
And he died just to ruin and finally put a coffin or a nail in the coffin of this 2016 nonsense. David Bowie died in 2016.
That's right.
So,
So did Prince.
Stop celebrating.
Prince died in 2016.
Yeah.
You brought it up. Who is the guy you mentioned? Show me that smile again.
Oh yeah, Alan Thicke. I think
Alan Thicke.
either he died or was diagnosed. One of the two.
Either way, he's
So
not here now.
It was a bad year. 2016 was a bad
Do
year.
you remember 2016, even without politically being involved? Everyone was mentioning that, like how it was. Didn't Betty White die then too? When did Betty White die? Now I'm gonna have.
I don't know,
I'm sorry.
probably-
I've derailed everything.
No,
See,
it's
this
totally
segment does
fine.
suck because I took it over. I'm sorry.
No, this is better than what I had anyways. I think probably Betty White did die somewhere around there.
Mm.
But let's see what's happening with celebrities. And
Okay.
everybody loves celebrities. And did you like that TV show Beef on Netflix? Remember Beef?
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
this and derail again. Betty White died in 2021 at the age of 99. But yeah,
too young.
no, I did. I loved Beef actually because isn't the main character? Who is the main character in that? It's him. It's a dude.
Beef.
And yeah, so his name was Beef.
Yes, Beef. Beef is the main character in Beef. Well, so when they said they're going to bring back Beef for season 2, I got excited because I liked those characters in the first one, and I thought that there's more story to tell here. But apparently, Beef season 2 is going to have different characters.
Oh, it's one of those rotating type shows.
Yeah, like the White Lotus.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna, it's going to be
So
like
you're
an
saying
anthology
you're
type.
not into it because they're changing characters?
I'm not saying that. I just feel like, Stephen Ewan and Ali Wong, who were in the first one, I thought that they were really great, but
They were fantastic.
they're gonna produce the
Oh.
next season.
Are
I
you
think
saying,
they're.
Eddie, you have beef
Yeah.
with Beef?
I do have beef with Beef, and I want Ali Wong and Stephen Ewan to get from behind the camera and get in front of it for this new season.
Get back
of
out there.
Beef.
Stop fiddle farting around.
That's
and get
right.
in front of the camera in a professional manner and do your job.
I don't know how far along in the production process they are, but I'm making this request and I'm putting this call out there. Step in front of the camera, rewrite, and make season 2 of Beef feature the original characters. Because season 2 of Beef is coming out on April 16th, but we need to see the original characters. I don't want anthology. I want Ali Wong and I want Stephen Ewan. Bring
Now,
them out.
it's been a while since I watched Beef because that was 2023. And was that the last season? Yeah. It has 2 seasons. Wait.
Yeah.
I did I miss something? Did another Beef come out?
I hope so. Well, no.
Are you not going to watch Beef season 2?
I mean, I'll watch it, but like you said, I already have beef with Beef, so. But we'll see what happens.
What if they call you and say, "Hey, Eddie, here's a special screening. Would you like to come to the premiere? We heard you're a big fan. We'd like to squash your beef with us."
Now you're asking me to leave my home. I have even more beef with you.
Wait. But you like going to the theater. You have all those. Not
when I'm expected. Not when I'm expected to be there and dressed up and talk to people.
Oh,
yeah.
You just don't want to put on a suit.
I like to put on a hoodie and be very
right. Well, you can wear whatever you want. They don't care.
Yeah.
I'm officially pretending like you're invited to the premiere of Beef.
Well, Ali Wong and Stephen Ewan, if you would like to win me over, and if you think that this is going to be a great season of Beef and you have nothing to hide, then you will invite me. Otherwise, I assume it's going to be garbage.
Hey, I'm the CEO of Adobe Radio.
That's
know
right.
What I mean?
And if you have the balls, you'll invite me to your little premiere.
Hey, you have beefy ball. If your balls are, if you wait,
you got the beef, but do you have the balls?
That's right. That's marketing right there. I don't know what you could use it for, but that's marketing, Eddie. Brilliant.
You're welcome.
Eddie, what's your opinion of dating someone who has an OnlyFans? Would you ever date someone who has an OnlyFans?
I guess it depends on what kind of content is on that OnlyFans. Is it solo content or is it group content?
That makes that is a huge thing. I know what you're saying. Because you wouldn't want.
Is it like a whole committee situation, or is it just
no? Let's say solo content.
Solo content, I don't think I would have a big problem with. I guess I think that's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Everybody's naked on the internet. Make some money.
If asked, well, because I have any problem with anybody doing that. I mean, I wouldn't want. Here's the thing: I wouldn't want to know if my sisters were doing it, just because. Church and state. That's not for me to know. Go do your thing, whatever. Be safe, but don't block me everywhere on I'll give you my IP. You can block me to make sure I can't see anything accidentally.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But that said, I support the arts. I'm not a prude, and I don't think that But I think at the same time, it's having some experience in this department. I don't want to give anything away. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
It is a difficult thing.
I bet.
Because
I don't want to say anything out of school, but I mean, what was your I don't even know what to say because this is your story, but what was it like for you to be in a similar situation?
Well, the thing is it wasn't like anything I was worried about. It wasn't about like jealousy or anything like that. I think it's just because a lot of times the whole idea of these is to put on a show and to get money for doing that. And you sell videos and you do things, right? For those videos. Sometimes someone will pay you a certain amount, like you agree, this is what if I make a custom video, it costs this. And then the person pays that, and then you make the custom video, give them the video. So that is the thing I think is even though I know it's just, a business transaction and there's no like meeting up and there's no
feelings involved or
it's still like there's just some small part of it that is difficult to navigate. And even if you're completely open-minded.
I would think like isn't it kind of weird to think about that attention and that energy going towards somebody else? I think that's what might bother me is like when I get home, is there anything left for me?
Right. Yeah, I think, and that's the thing is like, without going into detail, I mean, I didn't have issues that way, But in my experience, it was one of those things where I can imagine for them that they're getting that kind of attention constantly from people online. And then
how do feelings never come into play for the person performing? If they're talking to somebody and it's day in, day out, and they happen to find that person attractive, how could feelings not inevitably start to creep up?
Yeah, I don't know. That is a good question, because in a lot of ways, some of these people that are doing these things online are very introverted people that will do their thing in front of their small audience, whatever it is, on a camera, maybe a live feed or videos, and they have like their OnlyFans feed, whatever it is. And then that's it. And maybe sometimes they chat with them in a DM, and that's where they make some extra money. They can sell another video or,
if they're going to be flirting with these people, you'd have to think in order for it to be passable, there has to be a level of genuine.
Yeah. I mean, I would think so. And that's why it's difficult, because while I completely trusted this particular person in my situation, that might not always be the case, like it could be different. So I don't know. It's a case by case basis, really. It's not for everyone. That's for sure. And it's not
for everyone. No.
But
every relationship has its own boundaries. So just as long as no one's getting hurt and everybody's cool with everything.
Like if I told you I was doing an OnlyFans for feet, you'd still do this show with me, right?
Well, that might hurt my feelings because I thought your feet were for me. It's very rare that in the whole scheme of things with the NFL that the Denver Broncos get this far in the season. And as not as big of a fan as I used to be of the Broncos, but somebody who's from Denver and was there through the glory days of Elway and Peyton Manning, I have to take my hat off and bow down to the gods of football for quick second. No, I really don't.
Oh.
I mean, overall, I find the institution of football to be appalling in many ways, and I have a lot of problems with it. But I will say that the Broncos do hold a special place in my heart just because of like where I grew up and in Denver.
You were born
at
Mile High Stadium, right?
Absolutely. And not too far from there. And I can actually ride a scooter to the stadium from where I live in Denver. I could just hop on. Yeah, I'm very close to there, so it's very ingrained.
Now you're just bragging.
I'm absolutely bragging.
I can ride a scooter to Soldier Field from where I live.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy? But the Broncos, they just finished the regular season 14-3, winning the AFC West.
So they're going to the Super Bowl?
No, they have one more game to play coming up this weekend, and then this game will determine if they go to the Super Bowl or not. And they haven't been this far in many, many years. This is something that we haven't seen. And to be honest, I gave up on the Broncos. I
gave up on the NFL. I wasn't even watching. I didn't watch one game this season. I didn't watch.
And I don't blame you for that.
And the Bears almost went to the Super Bowl, Eddie, and I didn't even watch that.
I don't blame you one bit because I pretty much gave up on the NFL until this season. And then all my friends were saying, oh, the Broncos are doing great. And I kept rolling my eyes like, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. And then, like midway through the season, I started to watch. I watched a game because I was invited to a football party. I went to the party with these people and like, oh, wow, this team's actually kind of good.
Is this the football party where you brought the Spanish rice?
Yes. This is the Spanish rice.
Eddie talked about this dish that he brought to a party, and for whatever reason, it didn't end up in the podcast because I forgot to download the file. So that whole story was omitted from a recent episode. Yeah, but this is the same night. So maybe, and this was a weird night for you. Spanish rice, you claim wasn't a great hit at the party. And then
I had the worst dish of the whole night. Yeah.
And then you brought up like how much you dislike Ted Lasso and Stranger Things or something like that. And it really upset people.
I was told to leave early.
You're told to get the hell out. But the
yeah,
Broncos won the game, and that was the whole point of the party, right? That was why you were there.
The point of the party was that the Broncos would win the game, yes. And with the Broncos, they're about to be in the Super Bowl. We'll see, knock on wood.
I thought the quarterback snapped his ankle or something.
It broke right in half, and his leg was laying on the field, and his body was on the.
Don't mess with me because I don't know anything. All I heard is that he's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, this last game went into overtime, and in overtime, I guess he breaks his ankle, and this quarterback is the reason why they've even gotten this far.
So they're done.
I mean, well, there's one more game, and they've got their backup quarterback. Who knows? Anything can happen. I don't know.
Right.
It's the big speculation right now. But I do want the NFL to know, even though they've sucked me back in for a second, I still want you to know that I'm not a big fan of you, NFL.
Do you want them to go to the same place where the Duffer brothers are supposed to go?
This is a very powerful organization that we're
you don't want
here.
them to come at you. I get it. I understand.
They're very litigious, the National Football League.
Oh,
and they will come after you. But I will
You're
say
worried that if the Denver Broncos win, you wouldn't be able to go to the parade. They would ban you from that.
Exactly.
Right?
See, I'm a hypocrite. Is what I'm kind of getting at. Is I as much as I despise the NFL.
You're a normal human being because I'll tell you this: it's a tradition. We've grown up watching football, so it's just one of those things that feels normal. And in the world we're in right now, something normal is nice. The problem is the NFL has done some things in recent years that have been bad. And so it kind of turned me away from them. And then I started getting more into women's sports and supporting that. And I really haven't turned on an NFL game, although I will watch the Super Bowl. And I'll root
I'll
root for the Broncos if they're in it, for sure.
And we'll find out one more game. That's right. An exciting thing. And I don't know. Well, I just want to give a shout out to my hometown is all. So
go Bronco.
Go Bronco.
Well, Eddie, it's time to get out of here, go, do our thing, whatever that is. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do a foot spa because I have a dental appointment and I want my toes to look their best when I wear my slingbacks tomorrow. You know what I mean? But the thing is if I haven't, I don't know if you've ever done a foot spa at home. It's the greatest thing ever.
Not at home. I mean, I've had a pedicure before. They're nice, but it's not something I do often.
Do you have one of those where the fish eat off the dead skin of your toes?
Well, I have the fish, but not that. So, yeah, they're my freezer.
Wait, what are they? Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. What kind of pedicure are you getting?
I don't know.
But Eddie, there's always time for a dollop of joy. And this is something Eddie introduced to me on, I believe, TikTok. And this guy's name is Barry Dabbs. And Barry Dabbs is somewhere in Alabama, Hueyport or something. It's something Huey. And he's in charge of Food Giant. What is Food Giant? Is that just like a discount chain of grocery stores? Something like that?
Yeah, it seems to be, Barry Dabbs. Food Giant in Hueytown is like a grocery store of some sort.
I love the name of the town, too, Hueytown. Oh, I wonder who that town's named after. But Barry is a large gentleman, and he wears a cowboy hat, and he does the food specials of the day at Food Giant, and he's even got like a little jingle that he dances in. He doesn't really dance, but he looks like just any other person that you would probably see in Alabama. And he's got a cowboy hat on, but something about him, he's like a gentle person, like a gentle soul that wants you to have a great lunch, like in this clip. Here's the dollop. Here's Barry! Oh, yeah, that's his jingle. Here's Barry!
Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, America, and good morning to the world. This morning is this glorious Sunday morning. Come on out, get your breakfast here at Food Giant in Hueytown. We have scrambled eggs, we have grits, we have cheese grits, we have bacon, we have donuts, we have smoked sausage, we have gravy, we have fried eggs, biscuits, we have sausage patties, we have ham, we have bologna, we have chicken patties, we have steak patties. So as always, have a wonderful Sunday morning, but most importantly, God bless. Here's Barry!
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh! And he's just standing in. He's standing in front of this case that has a little bit of condensation on the inside of it, and it's all like beige foods, like beige and brown foods from the Food Giant, and they all look delicious. To be honest, like I when he said that, all I was thinking is like, that looks good, but if you ate all that all at once, you'd probably drop dead.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what
I mean, absolutely, you probably would drop dead. And I think you said something before we started the show, and I think this kind of fills that gap that we used to have when you watch daytime television and you see all these local commercials.
Yeah.
You see all these different characters. So we have this gentleman here from Hueytown.
Barry
and then
Dabbs.
There's also Barry Dabbs, and then also we have the woman from Tri-County.
Oh yeah,
In New York, and she does something kind of similar. You know, she's one of these personalities that just likes to be on camera for whatever reason and talk about where they work.
I think it's the same thing that drives like business owners to do television commercials themselves. It's like that part, like, hey,
the ego, like they're a performer. You know,
it
like
saves a little bit of money. They don't have to pay somebody to do something, and they get recognition. So when people
I
come
think
to
they like the attention. Is
Yeah.
what it is. Like
But
Barry
also-
Dabbs, I found him on Facebook. He lists as his occupation digital creator.
I think a lot of people do that now. Everyone's a digital creator, Eddie.
Right.
Are we a
I
digital
digitally
creator?
create a brick and mortar grocery store.
That's right. But he's famous on TikTok now. So I think that's why he's a digital creator.
The local
You know?
Alabama News did a story on him too, I guess, and they showed up, and everybody there is enthralled with this guy.
I know. And he's just like a regular guy, and he wears different weird cowboy hats every day. Every episode of this, Here's Barry, whatever.
Here's Barry!
Thanks for coming out to Food Giant. I like it. I love his voice. It's soft and kind. And he only wants you to eat. You know, that's really his goal, is to get you to purchase food. So good for him. I wish his name was Gary. We could call him Gary Grocery. You know?
Right.
But he won't change
Barry
his name,
Grocery.
I'm sure. Yeah. Barry Grocery. Either way, that was your dollop of joy today, Eddie. I hope it was enough to get you by for another week.
I think it'll do. And thank you. Go Broncos. We'll see what happens this weekend. And
if you're listening to this and the Broncos have lost, don't tell Eddie. Don't reach out to him. He'll be unconsolable.
That's right. My entire identity will be crushed.
Please respect his privacy during this very difficult time, possibly.
I say no thanks. I don't even know what to say.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.